Okay, so first of all, in response to one of my opponent's points on the 22nd Amendment and how it's been tried to repeal this amendment, which is the two-term length, legislation has been brought to Congress multiple times in the 1900s and early 2000s, and as far back as writing of the Constitution, but never has a bill even been brought to a vote on Congress. So pretty much the idea is out there, and maybe one or two people agree with it, but nobody really goes along with it because they know that it's just not a plausible idea. And anyways, of these, I think it was like 57 bills in the past 100 years to repeal the 22nd Amendment. Only 2 of the bills directly suggest a 6-year term. All the other ones were to get rid of the term limits or something else that deals with the 22nd Amendment. So that just shows you that in all those bills that were put out there, the 6-year term was only brought up twice. So it really doesn't have that much of a movement going behind us. Let's see. Also, my opponent mentioned something about with 4 years in re-election that the president doesn't have enough time to carry out the policies that they bring into the presidency. I have a quote here that says, you do not have to be very smart to know that an office holder who is not eligible for re-election loses a lot of influence. So what have you done? You've taken a man and put him in the hardest job in the world and sat him out to fight our battles in a life and death struggle. You have sent him out to fight with one hand behind his back because everyone knows he cannot run for a re-election. So just because he has 2 more years doesn't mean any more policy is going to be passed in those 2 years. Also, that's the whole reason we have a re-election. I think 8 years, that is 2 more years than 6. He can get a lot more done in 8 years than he can in 6 years. Also, my opponent noted something about approval ratings and how the ratings are higher when the president is first inaugurated. And I mean, I think this is just obvious. No one's going to disapprove of the president after they vote for him or the majority of America votes for him. And anyways, the president hasn't done anything that's meaningful the day after he gets inaugurated. The ratings are pretty much meaningless and don't say anything to whether he is a good president or not. Also, another point that my opponent made, he was speaking in hypotheticals of a nuclear war. You can't make rash decisions and extreme reforms to the presidential process because of hypothetical situations. None of this has happened. You can't assume that it's going to happen. So we're going to go out there and repeal the 22nd Amendment. That doesn't sound like a logical thing to do to me. So thank you.